Thank you very much indeed. The feeling. Hello, James Dean Bradfield.
Hello, how are you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Yes, pleasure, sir.
You've eluded my company for many a festival year now, so it's very nice to pin you down on a staircase.
Yeah, well, kind of like, I think we've eluded festivals over the last 2 years, actually.
Yeah, it's been a while. So how was it yesterday? How was it being kind of back?
It's kind of weird because, like, I was out with Nick and Sean, I was doing a solo thing, so I kind of missed them and all that. And I felt a wee bit scared, I gotta say. I was a scared little Welsh lamb on stage.
Oh, James. I was going to cuddle you then, but that'd be inappropriate at this time in our friendship.
It's all right. It's we're both modern men, I think.
Give us a hug, James.
Like, oh, dear. Perhaps not.
Yes!
Sorry, I should have shaved for that.
So should I, James. Yeah. So did the boys go along and support you? Were they there waiting in the wings? Or?
Seriously, do you expect Nick and Sean to turn up in a festival with a tent? I don't think so. It's not going to happen. Not me either, to be honest.
So before you were kind of famous, as it were, did you enjoy a festival experience? Were you ever kind of out there doing it, or...?
I remember me and Nick went to WOMAD Festival.
Okay.
In the West Country and around about 1985.
Right.
I remember kind of like me and Nick waking up and all I had was two tins of Spam. And Nick had all these kind of really nicely cut sandwiches from his mum. I remember just like...
What, the crust removed?
Yeah, everything. I remember just as this big Rasta guy just standing over us just going, do you want to buy some space fudge as tested by Ian Botham? And we kind of vowed that the only way we'd go back to a festival was to be on the stage. No, it was great because we saw Susan the Banshees, Blue Aeroplanes, House Martins. We saw lots of good indie stuff. And it was a long time back. That was when the indie wars were still going on.
Yeah, of course.
So that was our first experience.
Are you going to be doing any Manic songs? Did you do some yesterday? Can we expect to see some here tonight?
Yeah, no, kind of. I'm going to be doing like Ocean Spray, and then I'm going to be. Doing like this Manics kind of album track, which is a bit of a favourite amongst fans, called No Surface or Feeling. Yep. So I'm doing that as well. Then we're doing a Clash cover as well, a song called The Card Sheet. Oh, you are going to do a cover? Because I was saying there's been a couple of kind of well-chosen ones, and then there was Girls Aloud doing I Predict a Right by Kaiser Chiefs. Ah, right, gotcha. I missed that. Yeah. It's kind of, no, I'm doing quite an earnest cover. I'm doing not an obscure Clash song, but not one that many people would choose. Well, I'd like to know what is the thinking that goes into, you're doing a massive festival like V and you want to do a cover. How do you go about choosing it? Is it a song that you've liked for ages, or is it... That's just about the only thing that goes into it. You do a song you like. It's like, unfortunately, there's no thinking in it whatsoever. It must be nice. Yeah, it is, yeah. And kind of like, I gotta say, I said yesterday, are there any Clash fans in the crowd? And he's like, yay! I went, this is a Clash song called Card Sheet. And they were like, we don't know that one. Play something we know, James! Yeah, play White Riot! But, no, kind of like, hey, if I enjoy it and the crowd enjoys it, it's a bonus. What do you think about the kind of way it's been mixed up a little bit this year at V? I mean, we've as you say, Girls Aloud, we've just mentioned, Sugar Babes are on at the moment. We've had a bit of Kano chucked in there as well. Do you think that's a good thing, people able to broaden their musical horizons, or are we rock and roll all the way? I don't know, I'm not sure. I mean, kind of like, I gotta admit, one of my favourite festivals used to be Reading. Okay. When it was, in kind of like in the early 90s, when it was just downright dirty and indie. Yeah, okay. Kind of thing. But I gotta say, kind of like, yesterday, going to see a band like, Boy Least Likely To, then going to see Paul Weller, and then, catching a bit of Razorlight. It is, you can't deny that it's enjoyable, because it kind of keeps you on your toes a wee bit, Oh, so you did take some time out to go and see some of the other bands? Yeah, I did, yeah. I mean, kind of like, I've got to be careful because my ears are kind of gone. So, right, okay. From years of rocking out? For years of rocking out, yeah. But kind of like, it's weird. I think kind of like a lot of people have taken that kind of influence from Glastonbury. Yeah. It was all so eclectic and so mixed. Uh-huh. And like, and a lot of people have copied that to great effect, I might say. We've seen like the kind of return, as it were, of Radiohead last night, who headlined here, and we've got Morrissey down here tonight. Is it good to see those guys back doing what they do? Are you fans of their music? It is, yeah. I mean, kind of like, The Bends is one of my favourite albums ever. Yeah. But Mozza, obviously, is undisputably just one of the most kind of like, well, he's just royalty, unfortunately. You'd probably, being a kind of an anti-monarchist, you wouldn't want to be described as royalty. Yeah, but it just is, just people are absolutely entranced. Kind of just with his presence, really. And I didn't get to see Morrissey last night because I had to go to a wedding, hence the suit. Oh, you look very sharp, by the way. Sorry, I should have noticed. So I'm a wee bit fuzzy around the edges as well. Was it a good do? It was a good do. It was really good do, but I had to play catch-up, so that's where the damage gets done. Ah, you see, that's the messy times. So I'm going to see a bit of Mozza tonight, basically. Okay, cool. And my final question to you, James, if you don't mind, is I'm always intrigued to know what someone like yourself does in the hours before you go on stage. Have you got a PlayStation on board your tour bus, or do you like to have a few beers? No group hugs. No kind of kneeling and praying to any kind of idolatry. No motivational talks. I just go completely catatonic. I just close down. There's nothing left in my head. I don't talk. I become completely uncommunicative. I become a curmudgeon. I don't speak.
Bit of solitaire with the cards. You like a bit of that
action?
Nothing.
No human interaction. Nothing.
Nothing ever.
Nothing at all.
James, on that note of human interaction and none of it at all, I'm going to let you go about your business. Thank you very much for your time. We're now going to cross back over to Richard Hawley. Everyone seems to be enjoying him, so that's why we're going to do it, just for you.